Morehead State University is a Division I school located in Morehead, Kentucky. Their baseball team, the Morehead State Eagles, play at Allen Field. It was built in 1973 and has a capacity of 1,200. The dimensions at this field are really wacky. As you can see, the outfield wall distances are very uneven, and there are nets above the wall in right field and right center because of the short distances. It's about 300 feet down the right field line, and it goes into about 290 as you move to center. And despite how much farther it looks, a home run down the left field line is only about 305 feet. Dead center is only about 330, and the deepest part of the yard is in left center, about 380 feet away. Aside from the strange dimensions, the field is located right near a massive woods, and all of the seating is located right around home plate. The parking lot is also slanted on a hill, which is kind of strange. Next is Michigan State. The Michigan State baseball team plays at McLean's Baseball Stadium. The stadium looks pretty normal at first, but when you look closer, in right field the ground is slanted. There is a hill going all the way from right field to center field. Luckily, there's a warning track just before the hill, so outfielders can know the ground level is about to change. That's still very unusual though. You can see just how much of a change it is. There's also a dense forest just beyond the outfield walls. The stadium opened back in 1902 and has a capacity of 4,000. The fence in right is also taller than any other place because it's just 301 feet from home plate. Center field is 403 and left field is about 335 feet. Wayne State Baseball plays at Harrell Baseball Field. It's located in Detroit, Michigan. This field has another really strange outfield wall. In left field, they have their own version of the Green Monster. It's 37.5 feet tall and has a scoreboard built into it. It's 310 feet down the left field line and 320 to the right field line. However, in center field, the wall gets a little jaggedy. It suddenly cuts in from the Green Monster and then comes to a point in center. This is one of the strangest outfield walls you will ever see. It probably creates some strange bounces and a tough time for outfielders. Meiklejohn Stadium is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it's where Penn plays. This is finally a field that has normal dimensions. It's 330 to left and right and 380 to center. The strange thing about this ballpark is the surroundings. First off, there's a water facility that nearly cuts into the right side of the baseball field. Then there are streets and train tracks just beyond the outfield walls and a river just past that. The seating is a pretty odd configuration as well. The stadium also recently had turf put in. There is an all-red turf infield at the University of Northwestern Ohio. They are an NAIA team, and the team plays in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. The baseball field is pretty new and opened in 2014. There's also red turf in the bullpens on the sides. The outfield is green and also appears to be real grass. The mound looks to be real dirt, but the batter's box is a brown turf color. Overall, there are many different colors of the playing surface, and it looks really unusual. Spring Hill College is a Division III baseball team that plays at Sims-Gale Field. The field is very historic, and baseball was first played there in 1889. There is an ivy wall down the right field line, and the school's administration building is just beyond that. It makes the field look very interesting. The building keeps going past home plate and beyond the baseball field as well. The playing surface is natural grass, and the college is located in Mobile, Alabama. Next up is Vanderbilt University. Vanderbilt has been one of the best teams in all of college baseball for many years. They play at Hawkins Field just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. This stadium is one of the more interesting ones in all of college baseball. First, it's located extremely close to the school's football field and basketball arena. You can see the football bleachers going just above the left field line. And the outfield of left field is probably the weirdest thing though. The wall slants in significantly because of Memorial Gymnasium where the basketball team plays. The wall is also much higher there. It then comes to a point in left center and evens out to a curving wall for the rest of the outfield. The playing surface is turf, and Hawkins Field is known as one of the nicest fields in all of college baseball. Point Loma Nazarene University is a Division II school in San Diego, California. They play at Carroll B. Land Baseball Field. Overall, this stadium itself is pretty normal, but the strange part is the location. It's right near the Pacific Ocean. It has a great view from behind home plate, and there are even parts of the outfield wall that are see-through. It almost looks like they're playing baseball on the beach. When you look at it from above, there's actually a bit of land and even a road between the field and the ocean, but it's still really close and has one of the coolest views in all of college baseball. Next is Missile Park. Missile Park is located in St. Bonifacius, Minnesota. It's the home field of Crown College, which is a Division III school. The field appears to be built into a hill, and the ground slants down just outside from behind home plate to both the right and left field lines. The dimensions of this park are pretty weird. Left field is about 320 feet, but right field is just 280 feet down the line. Because it's so short, there's a tall chain link fence above a solid concrete wall in right. Directly on the other side of the wall is the road. The wall runs straight from right field to center field, and the distance to center field is about 405 feet. But directly in center is a small, several-foot-high ledge with rocks, plants, and a flagpole. It's unclear if hitting it on the ledge is a home run or not. There's also a tree behind the left center field wall that hangs over onto the playing field. Sam Simplicio Field is the home stadium for Colorado Mesa University. This is one of the nicest Division II baseball stadiums I've seen. The stadium has 10,000 seats and has many luxury boxes as well. The strangest part is the large structure down the right field line with all of the boxes in it. This is also used for the football field, which is right next door. It's a pretty good idea, and it would be really cool to walk to one side of it and see a football game going on, then walk to the other side a few feet away and watch a baseball game. The outfield walls are a little strange, and it's just 302 feet down the left field line. There are also bleachers in left center field. Next is Quinnipiac University. This is a Division I school, and their stadium is weird for how plain it is. The stadium is called Quinnipiac Baseball Field, and it really isn't even a stadium at all. It has some nice views, but aside from that, there isn't much. It looks kind of like they just put a baseball diamond in the middle of a large grass field, and then put some fences for the outfield and backstop. There are no fences or walls whatsoever down the right and left field lines. There are a couple of bleachers behind home, but that's about it for seats. Many people bring their own chairs to sit on. Other than that, the dimensions and field are pretty normal. The Diamond is a baseball stadium where Virginia Commonwealth University plays. The Diamond has a capacity of over 12,000. The seats are all mostly around home plate. It looks like a major league stadium the way there's a big upper deck. But unlike a big league stadium, the seats don't go all the way around. They stop just past the infield, and there's no other seats around. It looks kind of strange how drastic of a difference it is. The stadium opened in 1985, and the dimensions are 330 to right and left and 402 to center. In Cornerstone University, instead of having a bunch of seats around home plate, they have a building as well. Cornerstone University is an NAIA team, and the stadium was built in 2013. It's located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The building behind home is called Central Hall, and it's an athletic center and student housing complex as well. There's a great view of the field from the building. The stadium is overall really nice and has individual seats instead of just bleachers. Dabelar Field is in Hoboken, New Jersey, and is the home of the Stevens Institute of Technology, a Division III school. When you look at the field, you can see just how strange it is. That's because it's a multi-use facility that appears to be shared with the soccer team. The turf field has soccer lines on it, even during baseball games. The distance to right field is just 280 feet down the line, and it curves into as short as about 270. The left field line would be much farther, but a temporary fence is set up for baseball. When you look at it from far away, you can see just how well it fits into the city. All around, this is one of the strangest college baseball fields. Clark Field is not used anymore, but I had to put it in the video because of how strange it was. It was in Austin, Texas, and was the home of the Texas Longhorns college baseball team. The field was used from 1928 to 1974 and had a capacity of 2,000. The strangest things about it was that there was a 12 to 30 foot cliff that ran from left center to center field in the outfield. The only way to access the cliff was by a goat path. If you hit the ball on the cliff, it was still in play, and the outfield wall was actually behind it. Some outfielders would play on top of the cliff, and others would play in front of it. Obviously, this could make things really dangerous. There are not many great pictures of it, but you can see how the cliff is in the field of play. The dimensions were 350 feet to left, 401 to center, and just 300 to right. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.